I don't know. To me, judging based on what I'm seeing here, it kind of looks like this is the one of the cashiest cash grabs this side of Cashville.
What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey, still holding it down, still make the best games, and you know this, bro. It's the truth. If you don't like it, you can have that seatbelt.
Now, there's been a lot of back and forth regarding pricing for Nintendo Switch 2 products, specifically their games. And one of the main topics of late have been the pricing on Super Mario Galaxy 1 plus Galaxy 2 for Switch and Switch 2, which is a horrible name. They should have just called it Super Mario Galaxy Collection. That's Super Mario Galaxy 1 plus Galaxy 2. Like, that was stupid naming. Everybody knows what it is, but it should have just been called Super Mario Galaxy freaking Collection. But anyway, so that game, if you want to get both games together on physical or even digital, will run you $70, and a lot of people have had issues with that. And, $70 for two older games, even if they have been improved, is quite a bit to ask. But the crazy part is, if you actually go back and look at the collections of games Nintendo has released in the past that had anything featuring any Mario games, they've pretty much always been overpriced, if we're being honest. The only time where the collections of games that have come out featuring Mario that haven't been overpriced was pretty much the first time that they did it. When they came out with the Mario collection for the Super Nintendo, that was actually seen as that was an insanely good deal, because not only did it have 3 games or 4 games or whatever it had, every single one of those NES games were remade to Super Nintendo quality. So that was an amazing deal at the time. Mario All-Stars, Super Mario All-Stars on the Super Nintendo was an incredible deal at the time. But after that, all of the collections have pretty much been priced pretty aggressively. Like, people seem to not remember this, but maybe because, I don't know, maybe because I'm old and you guys weren't either born yet or too young, but when Nintendo came out with that anniversary Mario collection for the Nintendo Wii, that was an insane ripoff. It was literally an NES ROM dump that they charged the same price as they did a regular Nintendo Wii game. And guess what? People bought it up in droves. It was sold out. People was reselling on eBay. I didn't buy that crap. But that's the thing here. Like, they've released a bunch of compilations and a bunch of collections featuring Mario, and usually they're severely overpriced. And the Mario 3D All-Stars collection that came out for the Switch, I think was actually, even at the time, I think was actually priced pretty good considering the past collections and NES Remix and all of that stuff like that. Yeah, they priced it pretty good. And honestly, I think one of the only reasons why they did give you all of that for $50 or $60 is probably because they were coming from the Wii U. But yeah, a lot of people are just really upset with this price of these Galaxy games on this collection. But it trips me out because just last year, Nintendo dropped the biggest cash grab of all time. And a lot of these same people, actually most of these same people that's complaining about this price, had no issue whatsoever dropping $60 on this. No hesitation. And it trips me out because it's like, yes, Mario Galaxy games are older games, but they're two of the greatest games of all time, and now going to be playable in 4K on the Switch 2. And that's a ripoff of 70, but these collection of NES games released last year for $60, and none of these games have the full game on the package. It's a bunch of NES games that you get to play from like 4 to 30 seconds. Yeah, where was all of the protests? Where was everybody getting all mad at the price of this? Why was it okay for this to be $60? But Mario Galaxy 2 and 1 in 4K is such a big issue. And I think the main reason for that is not just that this game is aggressively priced, it's that the market condition has drastically changed from last year to now.
Niggas are broke these days.
I can guarantee you, if this game came out at the same time, if both of these games were announced at the same time together, far less people would have pushback for the price as they do now, because conditions have changed. But I just thought it was very interesting that this game in particular is getting so much pushback with the price, yet just last year, just over a year ago, Nintendo released the most cash grab in their history, and people ate it up.